Now we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, just I want to give a quick update. First of all, if you refer to our last analysis, when the price was here, we mentioned we can expect the price to drop quite more, because we mentioned if the price can drop and tag the trend line, then any reversal it give us very good trade setup. Okay, as we can see, there is the only changes this one. I mean, relative to my last analysis, the only changes this one become. I mean, the correction become deeper. Okay, and now we can adjust this trend line. And as we mentioned, if we want to look for buy right now, the only thing is we wait for the breakout of the trend line. If we get any flag, we can look for buy. Okay, and we should know that if we get any trade setup when the price come to the top, if we see there is a continuation, we keep. If not, we take out the trade. All right, or at least we start to manage the trade. But what we expecting, if we get a trade, we want the price to break the top and continue. And then another option is to have entry above the stop. Okay, that's mean we can put our line here. Why we can have entry above this top? Maybe we put it to 8.4. All right, there is a possibility that, I mean, when we want to have entry above the top, we expect the price sharply break. I mean, if the price move sharply, we want the price break, tag, break, and continue. Okay, if the price tag we see is not moving, it start to correct within 1 or 2 hours, we don't stay with the trade. Okay, but the best things is if we get the breakout with the flag, then from there we can look for continuation. And if this one become deeper, continue and tag the trend line. I think the best things is we get the breakout, then at that time we move entry above the top. Again, having entry above the top is very risky, depends on the traders. All right, may I move to 15 minute? Okay, as we can see, based on 15 minute, this is what we're looking for. And the way it's dropping is very corrective. We didn't have really good trade setup. And even if we move to forward chart, all right. First of all, if we refer to our analysis, when the price was mentioned here, within this move, we mentioned that price broke this one, as we can see, but it reversed. That's why I point on this correction. I mentioned we get the price drop, reverse, then it start to correct. That's why when the price was in this move, we mentioned way we get similar to what we have here. Okay, as we can see, after the correction, price drop, reverse, and we get the deeper correction. Okay, that's why I was mentioning if this one turn, if you want to look for buy, we need to be careful. This one can turn and I mean turn to a deeper correction. By the way, now if we get any buy setup within this, we can look for on what we want the price to break the top. How deep it can go, whether this one can break the trend line, yeah, there is a possibility. Still, we can expect, but as we know, the trend line is indicative. We can adjust it later. And now, if you want to trade again, if you move to 1 hour chart, the best things is we wait for the breakout of this trend line. If we get the flag, then we can look for buy. And if you want to, I mean, what we expect the sharp move, okay. But if the price start up move as a corrective, we are not going to trade it. And if you want to look for the breakout, if this one become deeper, it can give us a better trade setup. And if you want to have entry above the top, in case the price sharply move from here, okay. And if this one become deeper, if the price tag the trend line, maybe we don't, I mean, we cannot trade with entry above the top. Again, it depends on the traders and it depends the ways we get the move. If there is a sharp, we see the price tag and continue, we keep. If not, the price tag we see within 1 or 2 hours, I mean, we see there is no continuation, it start to correct within 1 or 2 hours, you take out the trade. That's why having entry above the top, the only things I want to mention in here is that entry above the top is very risky unless the traders they have experience. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup. The only things we're looking for this correction, we want to see how deep this one can go, and if we get any trade for buy, then this is what we are more interested. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.